Hello, and welcome to today's tutorial on enhancing your cybersecurity operations with Arcanna.ai's integration into a SOAR system like Cortex. While this session focuses specifically on Cortex, the same ease of integration and the same principles apply to any other SOAR. If you watch this video in its entirety, you'll learn how easy it is to integrate Arcanna.ai into a SOAR, how to create your first AI job, and how to train your first AI model to enable better decision-making in your Security Operations Center. All the appliances and computers you operate generate logs that are usually aggregated in a SIEM. That's where detection is performed. The incidents are sent or pulled into a SOAR where all the enrichment and automation happens. Yet they often culminate at a decision point requiring human feedback. This is where Arcanna.ai steps in. For instance, in this phishing email playbook, if the reputation is clean and everything looks good, the case would normally go to a human for the final decision because phishing emails can be tricky. Arcanna.ai plugs into SOAR playbooks to automate decision-making in threat management. When a cybersecurity incident occurs, the SOAR pushes the case data to Arcanna.ai, which then analyzes it and returns a decision prediction in seconds. And from Arcanna, we can map actual response steps that would lead to the case being solved in a matter of seconds instead of having to wait for an analyst to complete a manual investigation. This capability allows for rapid response to potential threats and significantly reduces the manual effort required by analysts. Just so you have a clearer view on how this would work, we'll trigger this playbook again. The SOAR will extract some indicators, do some enrichment, prepare the data, send it to Arcanna, request the decision back, and based on the decision, take an action. Simultaneously, we can set up a direct feedback mechanism within the SOAR system. This allows us to ask for input from analysts either prior to taking action or after resolving a case, facilitating continuous training and enhancement of the model. For instance, if we're deciding how to treat similar incidents in the future, an analyst might classify them as high priority. Submitting this feedback completes the loop, updating the platform with new data to refine future responses. This seamless integration of feedback ensures that the system evolves and learns over time. Let's peek under the hood a bit at Arcanna. Arcanna.ai is a platform based around AI jobs. Each AI job is based on an AI model, and by sending feedback to Arcanna over your existing data, you train and retrain the models to ensure decision consistency. Setting up Arcanna.ai with any SOAR is straightforward. We use a generic integration called External REST API and generate a token for the SOAR to connect with Arcanna.ai. The SOAR initiates communication with Arcanna.ai to send cases or retrieve decisions. Once the integration is set, we create an AI job by giving it a title, selecting the input source, for example, Cortex integration, and confirming the setup. After a health check, we save and run the job, which then starts receiving data from the SOAR. Once data has come in, we can move on to the next step, and that is to select the decision points. Decision points are critical in training your AI model to make correct decisions. You'll choose fields that contain relevant information for decision-making. Based on this selection, Arcanna.ai groups alerts into buckets, simplifying the model training phase. Through a user-friendly interface, you'll provide feedback on these categories to train the AI model effectively, enhancing its decision-making accuracy over time. Providing feedback is very easy, and this is what it looks like. Let's label these alerts appropriately. So let's say these 3 are escalations. These 2 are false positives. Now, drop and escalate are the default value, but they can be configured to whatever else we want. Once you have provided enough feedback on some of the alerts, we will be able to perform our first AI model training. When that training is done, that'll give us our first AI model. And once that model is operational, we will get predictions on all the other groups that we did not provide feedback on earlier. As you iterate through training sessions, you refine the AI model's ability to accurately predict and automate decision-making, increasing operational efficiency and building a permanent repository of knowledge in your SOC. We can track the improvements by looking at the model's metrics. Once satisfied with the model's performance, indicated by metrics like accuracy and F-score meeting your criteria, you can fully integrate this AI job into your playbooks and automate your workflows to an even higher degree. This integration allows the SOAR to utilize Arcanna.ai's decision intelligence to handle cases autonomously, reducing the workload on your analysts and enabling them to focus on more strategic tasks. This setup empowers your SOC with the tools to make better, faster, and more consistent decisions, ultimately enhancing your organization's cybersecurity posture.